we're going to talk about what happens when we buy in plants that are planted very high. And what I mean by that is that the soil level comes to the top of a container. When we plant here at Scottsdale Farms, we always make sure we leave a reservoir about an inch deeper so that when we put our hose to the pot, the water can penetrate slowly. The water here, we have to water this plant 2, 3, sometimes 4 times for the water to penetrate because it just rolls off. The soil is too hot, it rolls off the pot. And when you don't water it several times, you start to get leaf burn. Here's another fern here too. It just is not getting enough water because with one application, it's not penetrating down to the bottom of the pot. So while you're walking around the tables watering, make sure that if you have a plant that's planted like this, you water it several times so it doesn't die. On the other hand, we can also kill a plant with too much water. And I can always go back to the iris because consistently this is one plant that we have a problem with. This plant, it's got its nice reservoir for the water to penetrate, but when it's overwatered, you can see what happens. The plant just rots right off at the base. And this plant is dead now. It's no longer viable. So we have to make sure that we learn our plants and which ones like a lot of water and which ones don't want a lot of water. And this is one of the examples of a dry plant, an iris. That's things that you'll learn while you're here. When we water our bigger containers, these are some tropicals behind us. Again, when you have your hose, you want to try to get under the foliage. Overhead watering very often can spread foliar diseases. And we have, this is a good plant with foliar diseases. If you can see the spots on here, overhead watering can pick up some of the fungal spores and transfer them to another leaf. So if you get into the habit of watering under the leaves of a plant, fill up your container with water so that it penetrates deeply, then you know that you're not going to spread disease and you're giving your plant plenty of moisture. And you'll do the same thing for the hanging baskets. Sometimes you can't get under the foliage, but when possible, it's always advantageous. So make sure when you come to your baskets, if you can lift it easily, get your hose in there, fill your basket to the top, go to your next one, fill your basket to the top, then you know they have a good drink for the whole day and you won't have to worry about them.